Shohei Ohtani, the electrifying baseball phenom, amazed the world in 2021 by securing the American League MVP award with a staggering 46 home runs, 26 stolen bases, and an impressive 9-2 pitching record. He's on his way to making history as one of the most versatile players in the game. Yet, his era of dominance may now be at a crossroad. After sustaining a torn UCL injury on August 23, 2023, the big question looms: what lies ahead for his remarkable career? Will he need Tommy John surgery again? And how will this affect his free agency next year?
The 0-1 pitch, taken high and deep to right field.
Ohtani on the hill here tonight. It's another piece of brilliance here at the Big A.
And boy, it doesn't get much better than that. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts.
It's just not fair. He strikes out 6 in a row. 7 scoreless, 11 strikeouts.
Right from his amateur baseball days, Shohei was destined for greatness. In Japan, they called him a baseball kid, someone who lived, breathed, and ate baseball. He kicked off his baseball journey in the 2nd grade, and by the time he was in 7th grade, he nearly single-handedly secured a regional championship win, making 17 of the 18 outs in a 6-inning game.
Slam until now! There he is! 11-3 Angels.
In 2017, Ohtani made a global leap by signing with the Los Angeles Angels of Major League Baseball. His transition to the MLB came with sky-high expectations. Regarded as one of the most exciting players globally, he was a rare talent, excelling both as a pitcher and a hitter. All was smooth sailing until August 23, 2023, during a doubleheader match against the Cincinnati Reds, when Shohei Ohtani suffered a torn ulnar collateral ligament.
Phil Nevin are coming out. Shohei looked in there right away, and they saw and sensed something. We're seeing velocity being down even across the board as far as all his pitches.
That last pitch, 90.
Now, let's break that down a little bit. A torn UCL is common among athletes who put significant stress on their elbow joints, especially baseball pitchers.
And he gets it. Oh, the heater right by Bobby Witt Jr., out number 1.
Yeah, he had him looking slider, got the express, 97.
The severity of the tear can vary, ranging from small tears that may heal with some rest and rehab. But sometimes it's a full-blown tear that would require surgical intervention, often referred to as Tommy John surgery. While it's highly successful, the road to recovery can be long, often taking 12 to 18 months for pitchers to return in top form. Ohtani tore his UCL during an at-bat in the 2nd inning, which forced him to leave the field.
In there right away, and they saw and sensed something. We're seeing velocity being down even across the board as far as all his pitches.
At the time, the Angels attributed it to arm fatigue. Unfortunately, this wasn't Ohtani's first encounter with UCL trouble. In 2018, he went through a similar ordeal, suffering a UCL injury that required medical intervention. He underwent his first Tommy John surgery on October 1st, 2018, and returned to his designated hitter role by May 2019. But that unfortunate setback would limit him to just 2 starts on the mound until the 2021 season.
Simply the fact that I'm restricted in doing certain practices. This is the longest I haven't been able to practice fully, so it's been the biggest obstacle.
The big question now is whether Ohtani will require another surgery to mend this recent tear. Regardless of the treatment path he takes, it's clear that this injury could have a ripple effect, possibly influencing the market for this offseason's top free agent.
We did imaging in between games. He does have a tear, and he won't pitch the rest of the year. So we're gonna get a second opinion, go from there, but it's basically day to day.
Obviously disappointing news. I felt terrible for him, but it is what it is. If anyone can bounce back, it's him, stated Los Angeles GM Perry Manassian. Saying Shohei Ohtani will bounce back to his old pitching glory takes some real hope. Now, Ohtani's tear is still a bit of a mystery. Surgery or not, the fear of things getting worse looms. Even if Ohtani dodges round 2 of Tommy John, the looming fear of another setback remains. Is he one pitch away from trouble? Should he undergo another surgery, the timeline suggests he might miss hitting for the first month or two of the 2024 season. However, he could still potentially serve as a DH for most of the next season with whichever team signs him. Shohei Ohtani's value has been a subject of debate, with estimates ranging from an astounding $912 million to a more conservative $500 million. However, uncertainty remains in the air. Ohtani's injury will undoubtedly influence his upcoming free agency. He might need to accept a lower-paying contract than anticipated. Teams remain uncertain about his future performance post-surgery, making them cautious about offering him a lengthy contract. This situation can lead to a shorter contract with a team willing to take a calculated risk. Alternatively, he might end up with a team that only allows him to play one position. For a pitcher with 2 surgeries in 5 years, risks are inherent. Even without surgery, his elbow concerns persist from his 2017 debut. This makes finding a team that allows him to pitch and hit that much harder.
Shohei Ohtani has a tear in his UCL, like Trout headed back to the injured list. I mean, Shohei's just such a bright light.
Yes, he's going to be fine eventually, but consider that he potentially cost himself, because conventional wisdom says there's a chance we will not see him on the mound until he's 31 years old, somewhere around that.
The intriguing possibility of Ohtani switching to a different position to extend his career is also worth discussing. If Ohtani were to switch to a position that does not require him to throw as hard, he could potentially reduce the risk of re-injury and prolong his career while sustaining a high performance level. However, such a shift comes with trade-offs. He would likely have to abandon pitching, limiting his overall contribution on the mound and potentially diminishing his value. Additionally, switching positions would require him to learn a new skill set, which could take time and effort. Ohtani's dedication and determination to get back on the mound are unquestionable. He was on the brink of clinching the AL MVP title once again, boasting an impressive 44 homers and a 3.14 ERA. Unfortunately, the Angels won't have him on the mound for the remainder of the year. Although this injury is a setback, it's far from the end. His workhorse mentality and unwavering determination position him for a triumphant return.
Genki desu, Shohei Ohtani. Feeling just fine. A rocket into right. And here come the Halos in the third.
While his injury may impact his free agency value, he's still one of baseball's hottest sought-after players. As a rare two-way player, he has the potential to be a game changer for any team. While teams might think twice before offering a hefty contract, there's no doubt a lineup of teams eager to snag him will form. Of course, potential suitors for Ohtani will weigh his popularity and the marketing opportunities his signing could bring. Nevertheless, his on-field performance remains the primary factor in making a significant investment in a player of his caliber. One NL executive put it this way: the cultural impact is enormous. Any team that lands him is sure to attract attention and sell tickets. The events of August 23rd altered Ohtani's free agency trajectory, but the true extent of the impact is still uncertain. What are your thoughts? Share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.